Hey guys, so that time is finally almost here. We're finally about to get the Godzilla vs. Kong movie in theatres. So here in Australia, it's going to come out in theatres next Friday, and I'm so happy that we're finally getting it. It's been delayed so many times now. The fact that it's coming out and in cinemas is basically a small miracle at this stage. And this is definitely the type of movie that you need to see in the cinema to fully enjoy it. So I would say I'm definitely a Team Godzilla person, so let me know in the comments down below if you want Kong or Godzilla to win. So in preparation, I've been watching all the old Godzilla vs. Kong, what am I saying, Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla and Kong movies in preparation for this movie, and well, I know there's a lot of movies I haven't included on this list, but I just want to focus on the versions that we're actually going to see in the movie. And also I have to include the one from the 90s because it is a huge guilty pleasure movie of mine. So without further delay, let's get into the ranking. But before I do, if you guys could subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, that would be great. And if you like this video, give it a like. So coming in at number 5 is Godzilla King of the Monsters. So I really wanted to enjoy this movie. I really enjoyed the first Godzilla movie, and it has Vera Farmiga in it, and I'm a huge fan of hers. I've enjoyed her as an actress ever since I saw her in Bates Motel and the Conjuring movies. I think she is a great actress. So this isn't against her personally, it's just that I felt like the script just didn't really work for me because there was it felt like I was watching a family drama with a bit of monsters thrown in instead of a monster movie with a bit of family drama thrown in. And I do think that these sort of movies, having a bit of heart behind it, having the focus on the family, you definitely need that, because if you don't, it's just like you don't care for the people, you're not rooting for them at all, you don't care if they live or die, they're just there to be monster food, who cares? But like with the first Godzilla movie, part of what worked for it for me was that I actually cared about the family, I was invested in their lives. But with this one, it was all about the family drama and the divorce and the little girl feeling like she had to choose between her mother and her father, and it just took the focus off what was happening with the monsters a bit too much. And I just felt like also Godzilla wasn't even in it. Like, really, for a Godzilla movie, he was probably in it for like 5 minutes. And I think this movie went for a bit over 2 hours, so to have such a long movie, hardly having the main character of Godzilla in the Godzilla movie, it just didn't work for me. So coming in at number 4 is King Kong 2005. So I really did enjoy this movie. My only real complaint is the runtime of over 3 hours. It just felt like it could have cut a little bit off it. And I think in the first act of the movie, it really set it up so well. I really loved the first act. But coming into the second act with the action sequences, it just went for a bit too long. I felt they could have cut some of those action sequences out and they would have actually had more of an impact if there hadn't been so many of them. Because, seeing King Kong versus a dinosaur, I think it was a T-Rex, should have been really interesting, but by that point there'd been so much action that I was just sort of tuning out of it. But apart from that, look, the acting was amazing, the cinematography was incredible. Like, Peter Jackson, I would say he's probably done his best work in this since Lord of the Rings. I really enjoyed it. I just think if they had cut down the runtime, it would have been a much better movie. But I think especially Jack Black really did a really good performance, and he shows that he is a very versatile actor. He's capable of doing a lot more than just those humorous roles. So coming in at number 3 is the 90s version of Godzilla. So is this an amazing Oscar-worthy movie? No, but it doesn't need to be. Look, I feel like this movie gets a lot of hate just because it's popular to hate on it. It's sort of like the Nickelback of the movie universe, and I don't think it deserves that reputation. Is it an amazing movie? No, but look, it is exactly what it intends to be. It's a fun action, cheesy blockbuster, but you can just turn your mind off at the end of a long day and just enjoy. And we all need those sort of movies now and then. And it's a very cliche Roland Emmerich type disaster movie, but I really like those. They're sort of like my guilty pleasure movies, so I enjoy this movie, so it's going on my list. So coming in at number 2 is Kong Skull Island. So this features Tom Hiddleston, so even if it was a horrible movie, I probably still would have enjoyed it because I'm a girl. It's also got Captain Marvel, so we've got Brie Larson, we've got Samuel L. Jackson. And Samuel L. Jackson did an amazing job in this movie. He was just like this really war-hardened veteran who had seen too much. Or not veteran, I don't think that's the right word, but he was basically in that retirement phase, and we all know when you're about to retire in a movie, something bad happens. And basically they come on the island and start dropping bombs and killing off all the wildlife and stuff. So you can really see like why King Kong does what he does. Because in this movie it's almost like the humans are the monsters, not King Kong. And it really makes you sympathize for him. So it's got a really great vintage 70s feel to it, and yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. So coming in at number 1 is Godzilla 2014. So this stars Aaron Taylor-Johnson from Kick-Ass. We've got Elizabeth Olsen before her WandaVision days, and that dad from Malcolm in the Middle whose name I can't remember. So I felt like this movie was very impressive with the cinematography. I liked that they had the location of Japan in it. It wasn't all shot in America, and we even had some shots in Hawaii with the tidal wave and the dog running from the tidal wave, because you know in every disaster movie there needs to be the dog who narrowly just manages to miss out on disaster. Like it's in literally almost every disaster movie, and I love it. Anyway, so it was a really well acted movie. It had the heart there, the family drama, without taking away from what was going on with the monsters. And there was this one scene where the army guys are jumping off the plane and there's the red flares coming down, and it like lights up the profile of Godzilla. And I just thought that was such an amazing shot. So yeah, I would say this is my number 1. Probably only by a little bit. It only beats Skull Island, King Kong Skull Island, by a little bit, but enough to put it as number 1. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought, what your favourite King Kong and Godzilla movies are, and please remember to subscribe and like this video.